Namaste everyone, this is Rosina Khadka and I'm back with IELTS Academic Writing today. In this video, I'll provide you guys with comprehensive knowledge about what IELTS Academic Writing is all about. So today's lesson is more like an introduction and few basic instructions for writing test. We will move forward with different writing tasks in our upcoming videos on IELTS writing. So let's get started. What do we know about IELTS writing? The academic writing test is 60 minutes long. There are two writing tasks. We are required to write at least 150 words for task 1 and at least 250 words for task 2. Both tasks are to be answered in a formal style. So, to just give you all a brief idea about how writing task 1 and task 2 are different, other than the word count and its timing, is in writing task 1, you will be asked to describe some visual information and to present the description in your own words. You may be asked to describe and explain data, describe stages of a process, how something works, or write about an event. Whereas in task 2, you will be required to write short discursive essay, usually presenting your opinion on a particular issue. Let's now move on to writing mark schemes. Examiners use detailed performance descriptors when marking IELTS. The two writing questions are marked out of 9 according to the following criteria. 1 is task achievement, 2 coherence and cohesion, 3 lexical resource, and the last one is grammatical range and accuracy. Now when it comes to task achievement for task 1, this criterion examines the overview and information that you provide, details of your content, and the accuracy with which you have mentioned key features and illustration. You're supposed to write 150 words for task 1, else there will be penalty for under word count. So on, task response for task 2. In this criterion, the type of response that you write for the essay type question is determined. It assesses the main idea of your essay and the way you develop it with relative examples. You're supposed to write 250 words for task 2. Otherwise, you will be penalized for under word count. To avoid such problems, you must learn how the examiner counts your word and how many words you must write. Don't worry, I'll be providing you all with the guideline about the same in our next video. Okay, moving on to coherence and cohesion, your information organization, paraphrasing skills, and use of proper lexical devices. For example, connectors, conjunctions, etc. is determined. Number of paragraphs are also taken into consideration. Dividing your essay into more or less paragraphs might lower your score. Lexical resource, the use of sufficient range of vocabulary, proper spellings, correct implementation of collocations, and word formation are taken care of while scoring this criterion. You must avoid using wrong words and informal language. Grammatical range and accuracy. To score this criterion, things taken into consideration include sentence structures, proper use of tenses, putting right punctuations, use of simple as well as complex statements with clear idea, and control over grammar. Now those were the writing mark schemes. Alright, now let's move on to what instructions are we supposed to follow when appearing for IELTS writing test. In the actual test, you will be given the following instructions. You are not supposed to open the question paper until you are told to do so. You have to write your name and candidate number in the spaces at the top of the page. Make sure to read the instructions for each task carefully, and obviously you have to answer both of the tasks. As I've already mentioned it earlier, you write at least 150 words for task 1 and 250 words for task 2. You have to write your answers in the answer booklet. Write clearly with the pencil. You may make alterations, but make sure your work is easy to read. So now let's talk about the computer-based IELTS academic writing test. The academic writing question types in IELTS are the same as in the paper-based test. But instead of writing your answers on paper, you will type them on a computer. Once you click Start Test on the introductory screen, it takes you to the questions. There's a clock at the top of the screen which shows you how much time you're left with before the other components begin. The clock will turn red and start flashing when you have 10 and 5 minutes left. The timer automatically stops when the test ends. Instructions will be given in a box at the top of the screen, and in case you have doubts on whether a specific response is correct, you can click on Review at the bottom bar and come back to it later. Answers marked for consideration will have a circle around the question number at the bottom navigation bar for easier accessibility. Responses can be reviewed and changed anytime till the test ends. There is an option to highlight text and also to hide your screen if one has to leave the test room for some time. Computer-based writing test is supposed to have most significant advantages since typing is more comfortable and faster than writing down the answers. There is also more scope for editing, restructuring sentences anytime within the given time frame. No fear of strike-throughs, errors, or even lousy handwriting. Further, the word count appears on the screen and one does not have to count all the words manually. You get to take IELTS with a small group of other people, which is a remarkable shift from the paper-based test. Smaller groups are usually considered to be better since they are less noisy, and therefore as a test taker, it is easier to concentrate and not be distracted. Alright, so that was all about the introduction and the instructions for the writing test. I will be covering the writing task 1 and task 2 separately in our upcoming videos on IELTS academic writing. This brings me to an end of this video. Before ending the video though, a big shout out to IMEPay for sponsoring this video. I'd like to thank them for supporting us on our noble mission to provide practical and easily accessible education to all. Alright guys, hope you guys liked the video. Let me know if you have any queries regarding today's topic. Do leave your feedbacks in our comment section below. Also, find the link to my previous videos in the description since we've already finished the listening and writing parts of IELTS. Okay guys, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Press the bell icon to get notifications for videos as soon as we post them. Alright guys, enjoy your week. Until next time, bye bye.